YouTube has been unsubscribing people. Do me a favour, check below, make sure you still sub to the channel, and if you're not, please consider subbing just to make sure you can keep up to date with all things PlayStation Plus. But let's get into it. Now, the PlayStation Plus games for this month went live last week, and can you believe it's only like literally 2 weeks away until we find out what we're getting next for free for PlayStation Plus. Now, this month, I'll be honest, the lineup, even though it looked okay, after playing the games, I was a bit disappointed. Hell Let Loose was a major letdown for me. Hated it, could not stand it. Just prefer to play Battlefield. The two very similar games, Battlefield for me is the one to go. PGA, I preferred Rory Mac, so the newer one, I didn't find it as entertaining as Rory Mac. And Mortal Kombat's a game that I already own anyway. But if I had to pick one as my favourite, I'd probably go PGA just because I like my golf games. Curious to see what you guys think. What's your favourite game out of this month's PlayStation Plus lineup? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Now, one quick thing before we get into stuff. We've got quite a few things to talk about today anyway. Free games, bonus stuff, and some decent rumours. But if you guys do need to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, make sure you check out the sponsor, Instant Gaming. There's a link down below that will give you a little bit more of a discount. It's definitely worth it. Everything on their site is usually like 20 to 30% off. So if you need PSN credit, your PS Plus memberships, or just get some new games at a decent discounted price, definitely check them out. But let's get into the main stuff. The drop. We didn't get to do the drop this week. There is only one new game out that I'm interested in checking out, and funny enough, I actually think it comes out today. It's a game that, even though it was in beta and everyone got to play it for free for a little bit, I didn't bother with it. I wanted to wait for the full release for the game, and it's Back 4 Blood. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't really know much about the game, so to go in depth on how it plays, what sort of game it is, I have no clue. All I know is it's a multiplayer FPS game that involves zombies. I love zombie games, I love multiplayer stuff, especially when it's a zombie related title. And this one, I'm imagining it's gonna play kinda similar to like Call of Duty Zombies. I could be wrong, I've not seen much of the game. It's just something that I've been pretty hyped for. Just to be fair, just looking for something new to play. I am curious what the game's like. If you've already played it, if you played in the beta, let me know your thoughts on it. Is it any good? Is it worth picking up? I've got it pre-ordered, I haven't downloaded it yet. I'm looking to jump on it hopefully at some point this week. Fingers crossed though, it's not a letdown. On to the main thing though, the main thing that you guys watch for, the rumours. Now, the game that's rumoured is Far Cry New Dawn. Now, Far Cry New Dawn, I actually played this when it first came out. I enjoyed it, I just never stuck with it. I played it with a couple of friends, and it was alright. I mean, the open world FPS game where it's going around doing missions, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. Now, Fallout's another one. When it comes to like Fallout and Far Cry, I played most of the games, but I've never completed them. I usually end up playing them for a few days and then move back to what I've been playing before, which is usually like COD or Battlefield or something. Far Cry New Dawn, when I played it, the one thing that did keep me entertained a little bit is the fact that there was like unicorn skins for stuff that you could pick up. Pretty cool weapons and stuff as well. And the fact that I could jump on it and play it with friends as well made it a lot better. I think the other Far Cry games I'd only ever played solo. I can't even remember whether they actually even had multiplayer in them. But either way, Far Cry New Dawn, if it was to come to PlayStation Plus, I think it would be a pretty decent addition. I'm sure tons of you guys would love it, and it's definitely worth a play. But for me, it didn't keep me entertained that long. I think I ended up playing it for a few days and then just moved away from it. But that's what's been rumoured so far. Leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Moving on though, bonus content. It's always nice to get something for free, whether or not it's through PlayStation Plus or through a different service. And this one's actually through Twitch Prime. Now, don't worry if you don't have an active membership. There's a link down below that will give you a 30-day free trial so you can claim this stuff and a load of other free stuff as well. And they also put like AAA games on there for free to claim as well. So make sure you don't miss out on it. But the bonus content that we're looking for this week is for Apex. And you can actually claim yourself a little bundle at the moment where you get 3 items in it, which actually look pretty cool. I'll put a picture up so you can see it. You can actually get yourself a Watson skin called the Electric Royalty. It looks okay, purple and gold. I mean, I've got a nicer one. I've got like a Galaxy unicorny one. And I know, I love unicorns. I don't know why, don't judge me. But the skin still looks pretty cool. You can also get an ornate orchid skin for the Vault, which I've got to say, even though, again, it's like purple and gold, it does look really nice. This is a kind of skin that I would definitely use in-game anyway. And you can also get yourself a banner frame called the Shocking Portrait. Nothing major, nothing too special, but you can claim it all for free now. Apex, if you don't know what it is, it's a battle royale game where each character's kind of got their own special abilities. So rather than it just being like PUBG style, running around shooting people, if you imagine the same style of game apart from in first person, and each character's got special abilities. So what's in the character here that you can get some bonus content for? She's got this little like thing that she puts down that heals your shield, and it also stops like incoming grenades and stuff. And she's got these little electric fences that she puts down so you can block up doorways and stuff. People go through it, just get slowed and take damage. But make sure you claim that stuff now, even if you don't play the game right now. It's always worth claiming, so if you do ever jump on at some point, you've got some free stuff kind of sat there waiting for you. Now, before we get on to my predictions, if you guys are curious about my setup, I tend to use like mid-range, so if you're looking at becoming a content creator or just putting stuff out there, there's a link down below that will show you the kind of stuff that I use, like the mic, the software, laptop, all that sort of stuff. It's definitely worth checking out. You get a little bit of a discount if you look through it anyway. But on to predictions. 2 games that I'm going to go for, 2 completely different style of games. One of them's more me hoping it comes to PlayStation Plus. And the first one is Resident Evil Village. I've not played this game. I've seen people playing it. It looks really, really cool. And I know it's probably a little bit early for something like this to go on PlayStation Plus. However, it's happened before. We've had games that have only been out like less than a year or so that have been free on PlayStation Plus. And the Resident Evil games have been on there as well anyway. I mean, Resident Evil Biohazard was on PlayStation Plus not too long ago. So something like this going on could happen at some point anyway. Maybe a little bit soon now, but that's the first one that I'm going to go for. The second one is a game called The Crew. Now, if you don't know what The Crew is, it's a massive open world racing game that's set in the US. Apart from it's like the whole of the US. Granted, the states and stuff are kind of shrunk down. But literally you can drive all the way from like New York down to Florida and all the way across to like LA. And it's pretty cool the way that it works, and the fact that all the main things that you'd expect to see are going to be there. You can see the Statue of Liberty, you can see all sorts. It's really, really cool. And the main thing is, as well, if you play it with a steering wheel, you can be really, really boring, sit there, drive at the speed limit, it'll take you hours, and I'm not even joking. Yes, I've done it before, don't judge me. Sometimes I just like to do weird, chilled out stuff in games. But again, The Crew, it's pretty cool. It's definitely worth a play anyway. The Crew 2... I was hyped for it when I heard about it, and then I played it and I didn't like it. Even though it's pretty much the same game, apart from it's just got planes and boats in it. I just didn't like the concept of being able to just swap mid-air and just change your vehicle on the spot. I think it should have had a point where you go somewhere to get in a vehicle, kind of like GTA where you'd have to go to an airport to get in a plane. But for me personally, that kind of just ruined the game. I know a lot of people just found it easier and cool, but for me, that's the only thing that I didn't like about it. Now, any of the games that I have mentioned today, if you're looking for new people to play with, make sure you jump in the Discord. Decent community, just to find new people to play with when it comes to like new PlayStation Plus games and stuff. So make sure you check that out. Again, any information on games, content, or just anything random that I don't make videos on, usually just gets shared over on my Twitter, so if you want to keep up to date with that stuff, make sure you're following over on there as well. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.